graduated in 2016 from Second Chances in Southern Utah, and it still has a lasting impact on my life today, and with my friendships and with my personal relationships. It was the perfect transition from a harder program to a easier program that helps you adjust back to the normal life when you're coming from wilderness to another one. If you're ever having to do a transition, it's a great transitional place. Or if it's your first place and you're just trying to hit the problems dead on before like it follows you into adulthood, then it's also a good place to start. Because the therapists work hands-on with you. They really get to know you, and you don't just get to know your therapist, you get to know all of them. You get to know all the staff, and the staff take the time to get to know you. You learn many different skills. I probably have killed every plant in my life up until before I went there, and I learned how to garden properly. There's always something that you can learn. And each day you learn something without even knowing that you're learning it. And then when you leave, and it's been almost 4 years, you just look at it and you're like, I can't believe I did that. I use the principles even in my job. I've used it to definitely move up in my job, and it's encouraged me that even though I'm starting at the bottom, I can work my way to the top with, keeping that open mind to having all the possibilities and working hard. And I definitely learned that in the gardens. You always have to be positive, even if you don't get that promotion when you wanted it, but maybe you got a different job instead. Like, you're still working and you're still reaching that goal. You're still becoming a better person, and you have to just remain honest with yourself and with everyone around you, and it makes you a happier person because you don't feel like you have to walk around with guilt and shame because you know that you're not telling the truth and that person doesn't know. And the more you grow and the older you get, you see that if you weren't being honest and you weren't telling the truth, then the person you're hurting the most is you. You're hurting who you are internally, and that's just not fun. You want to be the best person you can be, and that's the biggest thing I took away when I left, is that I want to be the best version of me all the time, and that there's never a stopping point. You always keep growing and growing and growing, and I love the symbol that they use there of the growing tree and the growing principles, because you're just always growing, and you go through seasons, and you have your good days and you have your bad days. But at the end of the day, what matters most is that you've sat down and you've been real with yourself and you've moved on, and you're not hanging on to those things that are dragging you down. It's a place that you miss. You definitely miss the friendships you make. You miss the family that you create there, but even after you leave, it's never gone. And I loved it there, and I still loved it when I went back to help mentor, and I miss it every day, and I miss the relationships I made then, and I'm just happy that I